Oh, God, it's freaking hot. Anybody live somewhere where it's hotter than hot gets and it's insane, crazy, sheer hotness? Yeah. We're not talking about you and your hotness. We're talking about the weather. All right. July the 9th. Got a cool topic. The crime, the criminal, your brain. How it all works out. Are they really stalking you, or are you just not aware that they're stalking you? All right. You need to be predictable. Let's just get to the point. It's July. The holiday's over. The 4th. Hope everybody had a great 4th. But who needs to be weak? You, mentally, psychologically. You need to be weak, all right? In today's society, politeness is a beautiful thing. It is. Everybody wants nice, polite. Everybody's wanting that sociological dream of everyone can work together, live together, all races, all creeds, all religions. It's a boiling pot of greatness, and unfortunately it's not. It's all going to a sugary meltdown in society. Why? Lack of education. Yeah, this is not a replacement for a classroom, but I guess it's better than nothing, right? Especially when you got a whole bunch of developing scholars aiding to the show and stuff goes everywhere. Speaking of that, chats are open. We're on Rumble and YouTube. We're not doing X today. X is kind of, I don't know, my opinion, gone downhill. Crappy. A locked door does not matter if your offender convinces you to open it. The locked door is your head. The locked door is your brain. The crime scene, an alley, a parking lot. That's not all it is. The crime scene is on your dadgum phone. Yeah, because your attention is somewhere else. Your attention is in the drama. Your attention is in the momentum of yesterday's argument afternoon that you lost. Now you're trying to recover something so that you can trigger the argument back up again and win because you remembered something today that you were too stupid to pull out of the episodic memory trauma drawer yesterday. So you lost the argument. In comparison, you remain human. While the stalker is stalking you, the criminal, looking for that weakness, looking for that professional politeness. Oh, excuse me, my attention was on my phone. My attention was on the traumatic argument from yesterday. My attention was on my boo-hoo problem at work because I don't know, can't follow simple instructions, or I need better mentors and better leaders in the real world. The offender's first thing is to target the psychologically broken, the psychologically distracted, the emotion, the sentiment of, you feel bad, the emotion, the human awareness. That's the first target. It's not your house. It's not your body. It's not your wallet. It's not your car. It's not your keys. It's who's the weakest. It's kind of like an active shooter. Active shooter doesn't go after a hard target with a bunch of security that has firepower to shoot back. Yeah. Modern offenders, 2026, exploit the same thing that make people in society trust. Criminals exploit politeness. Criminals exploit sympathy, fear, routine behavior, especially distractions. Criminals 100% on a daily basis. The tippity top of exploitation is hesitation. You're not going to respond. You're not going to do nothing. A quick, boom, we're here. Surprise, gotcha. Hesitation. It's kind of like the run by, punch a person, and everybody watches. Kind of like, the girl that got stabbed in the subway, or the boxcar, train, whatever it was, when everybody just filmed it, didn't do nothing, too hesitant as the guy's dripping blood all over the boxcar, taking his shirt off, wrapping his arm up. Everybody knows what I'm talking about, the Ukrainian girl. Yeah. And everybody's too scared to say anything about that because everybody's scared because they want to be polite. They want the trust, the sympathy, the fear, but they're too scared of being targeted as a racist. Yes, we're going to talk about that too. Academically, of course, but it exists and you can't say it doesn't. Look at the guy in, the 18-year-old juvenile. Well, I want to say juvenile, might as well be a juvenile compared to some of us out here in society, but the body that was found in Mississippi, a couple of days ago. I think it was yesterday or today. It was pretty recent. Right now, you're getting the triggers in society, the politeness, the trust, the let's just avoid it and not go there because we don't want to be the victim of fear and routine causation of accusal of racism when it's all over the place right now. Family hasn't even had time to recover, and now society is turning the cyber routine of activity into criminal entrepreneurship. And now we need a Reverend Al Sharpton to go down south and make it all go away, right? Make it all be nice. Wrong. Don't need a rat down there. We need people with an education, people with common sense. You know, the phishing message. Criminals hunt predictable behavior. They're fishing. They're watching. Your routine behavior, even your cyber behavior. The theory is that it's a null for you. It's a null hypothesis. There's nothing wrong. I'm not a victim. I can keep doing this. I can keep going. But there is an alternative, because why? The person walking next to you is an activity awareness person. Why? They're a criminal. They're looking for that routine activity of your attention is somewhere else. Your attention is on the phone. Your attention is on the big screen in your new fancy car. The humanities, the social flaws, the sciences. It's all sucked into criminal behavior. Communication. Yep. The systematic models of target victimization. You yourself make yourself a victim. You make yourself a target. Criminals aren't looking for the strongest victim. They're not. They're looking for the strongest victim mentally that is dilapidated, meaning who has the highest level of mental dilapidation at the moment. Psychological, emotion, attention, awareness. Who's being overly polite? Who's accepting that it's okay, you can skip the line? Yeah, who's going to let you do it? The fear, the manipulation, the monopoly of you not doing anything. The monopoly of you not responding. The person who always, answers unknown calls is the person who does not want to make sense out of the moment or the situation that they're in. They are predictable. The person that answers that unknown phone call. Hey, you answer it. Yeah, it's your phone, man. You pay for the phone bill. It's a communication. Somebody could have something important for me. Well, if you don't know who it is, there's a high possibility that the information is not that important. So now you're sucked into the cyber moment. You're sucked into the people in society that you do not know. The politeness, the gratitude, the thank yous, let's not say anything to be offensive. Let's not hold our own in our own privacy box of this is my inner circle here, my no touchy zone. Everybody's too worried about politeness. Criminals are targeting you. Anybody been to a mall or a store, or especially a suburb, where everybody's all nicety. Everybody's just, accepting to let the crime happen and let it go by. Call the police. Yeah, well, the police aren't there to police your lack of response. And they're not there as your personal security either. For those of you that truly don't understand what law enforcement is when it comes to criminal behavior, victimization, the composite build and observation of society, law enforcement is there as the executive party, and they're not there primarily to protect you. No, that's not their first dadgum job. Hate to break the news to you. We'll have a whole show on that. No, it's not. To protect and serve. To protect and serve the body of the legislative first, because the legislative body creates the laws, which then state this person violating this law is a criminal. Yeah, it's protection of the law, not you. Period. Grow up and get a freaking clue, because why? If the police were out there to protect you, they would be out there telling you the truth that I'm about to tell you right now. Criminals hunt for you because your brain is scattered out there in another world. The offender watches you before the crime is committed, and it's not always for days. It's not like a serial killer or a stalker. Sometimes it's only seconds. The opportunity in the moment. Look for distracted, isolated individuals who have been mentally or psychologically overloaded cognitively. They're not going to respond. They're not going to do anything. It's kind of like a jaguar hunting the mouse. I'm bigger. The mouse is too worried about the cheese. Now I can become the angry jaguar, the jaguar from the jungle that eats mice. Yeah, the mouse was distracted. You're the mouse. period. You get distracted too easy, society. Who is trusting? Who seems unlikely to resist? A criminal is going to look for this. Think active shooter. Active shooter's not going to drive around hunting for a hard target. They want something they can get in, be the statement. Yeah. Put the show on. Yes, the aggression. Think about how many active shooter events and the locations truly have nothing in common. No political agenda. It's just a moment of psychological breakdown, planning. Who's likely to resist in a mall full of women and children, full of family shopping? What? Bob the security guard? Paul Blart the overweight fat mall cop? Routine. That's going to become the map for the criminal. Why? Success. It's a map. You follow your GPS. You trust it. Yeah, bad thing. You trust your GPS. Put in the chat, how many of you have been in your car and your GPS did not have a new road on it? But you know the road's there because you've driven it 15 times, but the road is not in your GPS. Looks like the googly car is not doing the job that the googly car should do, but you're trusting it. If you're trusting the perceived good things in society, you're susceptible to trust the evil. You're susceptible to trust the criminal intent and overlook it, even though it's stalking you. Habits. The map. You're mapping your own habits. To criminal offenders look for this when they are watching you over lengthy time periods. Seconds. What are you doing? Minutes. Someone who's a successful criminal can tell what you're going to do before you do it. Your function. But they always make it easy on themselves to study you because you're routine. Same parking spot. Don't want to walk that far, man. I want to get a parking spot up close to Wally World so I can get into the store. Whew. Don't want to run out of breath. Take that fat butt to the gym. Go run. Do something. You're normalizing your mapped behavior. Yep. Well, the music is always subject to fit. I don't choose it. We have people that help. No, it's not a dark forensic direction. It's a common sense direction, but it can be used for criminology, criminalistic behavioral pretext for those that are routine offenders, the stalkers, the same social media awareness. Yeah, same social media awareness. Criminals watch the media. They know where you're going to go. They know your public routine. In criminology, this fits routine activity theory, which means crime becomes more likely when an offender finds a target with weak protection, soft spots around them, emotion, awareness, failure, gathering of, people after someone has died. The big protests, our streets, blah-de-blah. That's the prime place for the criminal, man. Offending all day long. And those on the left and the right at their little protests think that no one's watching, no one's targeting you. Yeah, they are. It's just a routine activity theory. One would think it's low risk to go out there and be involved in the moment. Not for the criminal, that's what they want. You to go out and be involved in the moment. I see you. Yeah, you've been on this protest 15 times in 15 days on a live stream, and the other side put out where you live. Yep, now I know where your house is. I know what you're doing. It's all empty. I know where your car is. Sucker. Idiots. Giving it away. It's the advantage point. They're going to take advantage. It's not a surprise factor for them. Criminals do not want a surprise, bada boom, bada bang. They want to commit the crime and get away with it and be successful so that they can theoretically advance in criminalistic behavior. Yeah, recidivism, the routine activity theory, applies to the criminal too. They're mapping their own productive behavior, just like they're mapping your own failure. I don't know. What is that? Fear mongering. The science is there. Well, no, it's not fear mongering for anybody to actually be scared. We're not fear mongering here. It's reality. Think of professional protesters. Think of famous faces in the protests, the ICE protest, this protest, that protest, things that are happening. You've been on social media so many times that people know your name, they know who you are. Now people know where you live. Your dumb ass is out there at a protest, and the criminal is practicing routine activity theory, mapping you out. So even though you think I'm on the left side, I'm on the right side, I'm on this pro-ICE, against ICE, whatever the hell the position would be, now the criminal with the mapping theory knows you're busy, you're gone, you're miles away from the house. They've seen you with a whole bunch of equipment. Now you're stupid, and you've given the criminal in society information they need. They've mapped you. Hate to break the news to all you protesters and all you active left-wing and right-wing protesters and shenanigan video people that put things out there every night. You're setting yourself up for failure. Yeah, you're setting... What's that big fat dude that does... God, I forgot. It sounds with the Tommy Boy. I don't know if that's his name. It's. I heard the guy talk, and it was like the guy from Tommy Boy, Chris Farley. Anybody remember Chris Farley? When he talks, sounds like that. Just a raspy, annoying voice. Somebody sent me a media link or a shift on X, said, hey, check this out. And they said Antifa broke into his home and sprayed him with, Cheeto dust or bear mace. Well, I wonder why. Routine activity theory. There you go. We know where you live. We know what you're doing. Criminals take advantage of it, and it's not just the weak grandmothers or the little sisters or the little girls or the weak petite men in society. Yeah, I said it. Weak petite men in society. I know somebody's going to come back with some pop-ass comment. But if you're weak petite, then I suggest you do something about it. I hope you're talking about people in... No. People miss red flags all day long because they're not aware. People ignore the red flags in front of their face because they're too scared of somebody being angry at politeness, racism, courtesy. Oh, I don't want to offend this person. I don't want to offend that person, because now the offender is going to get angry. You want to stay in the low risk category, but the offender wants that heroic moment of, I can be aggressive now, so I can have the heroic fight. It's kind of like a stupid protest that you can't do anything about. What are all these people going to do about a protest when you go out there and scream, yell, and you're protesting? The government is still going to do what the government is going to want to do or do. You're not successful. You're like, yeah, we're winning in this state, in this blue city, in this red city. No, you're not. You're setting yourself up for more failure. It's dumb, stupid. It's kind of like a unity of division. Criminals, it's the map. You don't think that bureaucrats and politicians are mapping you too, knowing what you're going to do, how you're going to respond, how you're going to act, how you're going to vote, keeping you off balance so that you do not realize that crime is unfolding? What about mental crime, manipulation, polarization? What do you think politicians and bureaucrats do? What is it, the guy in Maine with the Nazi tattoo? Now it's like all kind of drama. He's going to be dropping out. So-and-so, this rumor, that rumor. Yay, the left, the Democrats, you got a Nazi tattoo. We love you. No, it's about the voice, the drama, the reality of the realism that they're manipulating you into watching, getting that attention. It's called television for a reason. Tell you the vision that someone wants you to see, the confusion, criminal behavior, predictability. Now, predictability, it's not really a weakness. It's normal human behavior. It's an exposure. All right. Predictability is you being exposed, you exposing yourself. It's important to all of you, the audience, all right, to understand it. Being the victim does not mean a person is stupid or weak. It means they're predictable, they're unaware, unintuitive, and top of the food chain, you're not educated at a level in a sociological pretext in victimology. Victimology, one makes themselves a victim. How criminalists study it. How a criminal, a repeat or habitual offender, finds the opportunity to target, the manipulation, the identifying the target, the map, the theory that a criminal thinks about, the steps the measures. It's kind of like you getting in your car and going to another state. You're going to trust your dadgum GPS. Well, this road's not here. I can't find it. It's not on the GPS. You've all ran into that some shape, form, or fashion. The criminal's looking for this too, looking for that weakness, that exposure to manipulate you. It means the offender found a moment where normal human behavior created opportunity. It's kind of like you going Christmas shopping. You go to your favorite store, buy this big-ass gift for Chelsea or Janet. You leave it in the car. Stupid. Crime of opportunity. Yeah, they saw you take that big TV out, right, JJ? JJ Miller, big-ass TV. For those that watch, you know what I'm talking about. For those university scholars in specific classes, yeah, you've got it. The victim selection, the offender is reading the room. As soon as they walk in, everybody's like, yeah, I can read a room, man. I know where all the exits are, and I know how to kill everybody so I can get out, and within 5 seconds when I walk in, oh, shut up. Freaking Navy SEAL, Rambo, John, Delta Force, Squirrel fodder can't even do that fast. You hear all this crap people talk, superstardom for themselves. The victim selection is easy for a criminal. Why? They've done it so many times. The criminal does not even have to commit an act of crime. The criminal can take the opportunity to test or evaluate one's own developmental theory, the routine activity. Did I get it right? Could I have pulled this off? Could I have made this happen? With an identity, look at that dumb. Just walked in with his whole family, and the main protector of the family, the male, the man, not the female, hate to break the news to you, bigger muscle, bigger bone density, stronger. Yeah, physical. We're not talking about guns and knives or distant projectiles. I'm talking about hand to hand, okay? Period. And I know somebody's, well, females could fight too. Well, the majority of females on the globe are not fighters. All right, let's exclude the small percentage that are. Well, that's an easy target. He just put his back to the door. Take him out, take his kids, and take his family. Assessment. How many of you have been in a restaurant and seen somebody do something so stupid like that? Put their back toward every dadgum exit and every window. Let the kids see the threat coming in versus you, the adult, the protector. Criminals look for the open body language, the distraction, the intoxication, the isolation, the expensive items. Yeah, the expensive items. Yeah, they look for these things. The emotional distress. Are you crying? Are you upset because you just had an argument with your significant other and now your hesitation of, I don't want society to see me, so I'm going to hide in a corner and dilapidate. They see you. It's a shock point for them. And you. It's a shock point for you because now you've broadcasted your weakness. You've just shown your vulnerability to the offender that's reading the room and picking you out. It's not rocket science. The offender may simply even know who you are. Yes. Know you. Not as in like personal long time, but just acquaintance. Know you just enough to approach you and make you admit to yourself that it's okay. This is an acquaintance. I can talk. I'm okay. I'm just crying, having a breakdown. Yeah. Tell me about it. Are you all right? Trust, patience, convenience. No one wants to be the offender of rudeness. As in, get the hell away from me. Can you not see I'm having a breakdown or an emotional moment? Go away, ding-a-ling. The aggressive trigger. No, everybody wants that compliance test for themselves to assure they pass it so that you can self-victimize. The small requests bring harm. When I say the small requests, individual for you. Your brain is telling you, be nice. They're an acquaintance, or you've never met them before. You've got to be nice. They're a different race. They look like they're a different religion, or they speak with an accent or a different. Why does that matter in victimology? It doesn't. 2026. Society's pushing that out. Yeah. Or they've got a squeak in their voice or an accent, or they look Hispanic, Jamaican, Japa, Lingua, Russia, whatever it is. It's the hold on, come over here, I'll be polite to you. That eye contact. that breakdown, that emotional collapse, that resistance to the criminal, the offender can tell when you're resisting being rude. Excuse me. The offender can tell when you're resisting being evasive. Yeah. The offender themselves, they don't want to come off too strong. You're an opportunistic moment. It may be just a activity theory map for themselves to test themselves. Can they make that approach? Can they get your confidence level there to where they feel comfortable? To help me real quick, to come over here, hold this theory, right? The harmless stuff. God, man. That's what happens when you run with animals on your land. Yep, I've got a bunch of ducks and geese. I get up by the lake and I kind of run circles with them and play with them and record it on video. Need to show it on YouTube one day. And Rumble. Yep, help me real quick. Can I use your phone? Victimization. Don't want to be rude, do you? Guardianship. The police are not guardianship, period. They're not. The define capable guardian theory. It's anything that makes crime harder. Everybody would see that or think that the police are that capable guardian in society. Yeah, sure. You would think. Adequacy, training, experience. But they're not always there with you. They're not. Everybody talks about civil war and, we're going to do this. We're going to get them before they get us. Good luck with that. What are you going to do? Inner city, go out to the rural and get them before they get you? They're going to see you coming a mile away. I don't know. For those of you that understand long range, 1,800 yards with a 6.5 Creedmoor or a Win 300 that's nothing. Yeah, it's nothing. So it's anything that makes the crime harder. That's the protective, the guardian capability. So before you're out there thinking, well, I can take care of myself and I can do this, urban, rural, you've got to ask yourself a few questions. Everybody panics. Everybody thinks, well, let's do the prep method, but that's going to keep us safe. A friend, a camera, a locked door, a security guard, a password, trained employees to recognize threat that can alert you, bystanders, so you can be the guardian. Doesn't work that way for the criminal. They're looking for the way to shift in that, manipulate it, find the lack of compliance, the non-integrity switch. They're going to find this. The offender prefers spaces where guardians are absent in the moment for seconds, to where guardians are there, but the guardians are distracted, to where the guardians want to be socially pressured not to act. Yeah, it's kind of like the concert. What was that concert where the guy came in with a backpack, but nobody wanted to seem racist or be socially pressured to, I don't know, respond or not respond or make an inquiry. Hey, why are you bringing a big-ass backpack to a concert? Then boom, people die. Yep, the protector, the guardian, the passwords. It's not all there, guys. The trained methodology of employees. Look at the Secret Service and the guy that thought he was James Bond. The guns, the knives. Everybody remembers it on X. The guy had all that stuff. Thought he was like, what is that? Assassin game? What is that game? What is that game called? What is it? Somebody send it. University Node. What is it? What was that game? Assassins. Hitman. Yeah, that's it. What is it? I'm looking at another server node, guys, over in the corner. Yep, Hitman. The guy that looked like Hitman. Right past the Secret Service. Secret Service, guns a-blazing, didn't hit jack shit. Yeah. It's the framing. The things that get you uncomfortable. Criminals are looking for this. Even the ones that are unsuccessful, like the jackass that got saran wrapped. I'm talking about. I'm going to run kill the president and kill the media. The media turned it, we're under threat. It's kind of like the media right now. What was the threat on Air Force One by this, Iran? Why did you switch planes? Well, he is the highest, number one, most wanted man on the planet right now by foreign entities of terror and hate. And the reporters want to make a joke about it, but the reporters are on the same damn aircraft. You would think that the reporters are thinking this criminal theory and mapping serious. Yeah, if the government's shifting and changing for it, why aren't you? Well, let's just get on the plane and make sure we die too. Stupid. It shows you how stupid the media is. Shows you how dumb the news is. We're going to be on the same aircraft and question why you changed aircrafts because of a possible death threat or security threat. But here we are to throw it in your face. You're a target too, stupid. If it gets hit, guess who's going down with the plane? You. Dumb assery. It's called what? Guardianship. Everybody's trying to depend on that guardianship. Yeah, there's a lot of people here on this plane. The psychology of it did not, or it will not, to you. Concurrent fishing, period. That's all it is. You're fishing for that measure of safety. You're fishing for that measure of the guardianship. Well, the false AI voice in your head tells you you're safe. It's the fake bank alert. It's the fake phishing message by terrorists or potential criminals, when in reality, the criminals are testing their own map, the ability to do such, to get you distracted, disoriented, focused on something else, but not focused on the real threat of criminal activity. Yes, with intent, plotted, time, or is it just opportunity? That's okay. Doesn't matter what it is. Plotted, time spent, opportunity, because you're in bliss land of yourself. Yeah. Don't embarrass yourself in front of people. Don't embarrass people. Be kind. Don't be labeled as a racist or somebody that's hateful or angry. Make yourself a victim instead of being the assertive one. That's where society fails. That's where victimization comes in. And that failure to intervene, that hesitation. Everybody remember the girl in North Carolina? In a city, got her throat stabbed by the dude behind her. The guy that had been charged, released. Yes, the black male stabbing the white female. Yeah. No one in the damn train did nothing. But they sure as heck filmed it and got scampied their ass off the train. Nobody wanted to intervene. No, he had a knife and he cut himself. Bleeding all over. Grown men in the train did nothing to help. Nada. Because you don't want to be seen as rude, paranoid, racist, sexist, judgmental, or cool. You're making yourself a victim. You don't think offenders are watching this stuff? Yeah, they're watching it. Yep. It's kind of like the, the white supremacist group? God, I forgot what they're called, with that retard with the long hair and the cowboy hat that calls himself the leader of the group. I don't even know the damn name of it. I saw a quick video of it with the black girl surrounded by them on the train. Everybody's like, the next Rosa Parks, without going back and seeing the videos to where she's got a criminal record herself. Media, dilapidative thoughts, the judgment. Let's judge it before we see it. We want to put the embarrassment level out there and drop the respect for authority, but we want to manipulate the hesitation. Now, you're going to manipulate the hesitation. The media does it. The government does it. Left wing, right wing, Democrats, Republicans, Libertarian, conservatives, the police, the not police, the society, pastors, Boy Scout, Girl Scout leaders, teachers, professors. Yeah, the manipulation to cause hesitation, to stop caring about the boundaries. That's what you need to do. Stop the boundary care. If it's criminology or criminal behavior, you're going to have to step up and do something. Stop thinking you're going to suck it up and take one for the good guys, because you're not going to take one for the good guys, because you're going to be the victim. Yep. What else do I do, one would ask? Urgency of pressure. You came for crime stories, not vocabulary? Well, came to the wrong damn place, dude. We don't do a case study review, Paul. Yours is coming in. What the hell's wrong with the node? Why is the node time off? Stand by. I'm going to check the node time. Yeah, it's called it's delayed. Yeah, vocabulary. Well, if you don't want to sit here for the vocabulary, then don't like, don't subscribe, go somewhere else. Go to a gloom and doom panic show. That's all I can tell you. The pressure for society, the sympathy manipulation. Sympathy for criminals. They're just a bad person. It's society. It's sociological effect on them. That's why they do it. No, it's not. You're prey. You're the sheep. They're the wolves. Period. Done. Over. Not everyone has a sinister mental disorder. And research, in my experience in law enforcement, I have found and I have seen that more people with mental illness or mental dilapidations are victimized by non-criminals. When I say non, those with no mental dilapidation or mental illness or abnormality, victimize those with. It's not hard to get. Why? They're easy targets. You guys got to forgive me. My throat's full of crap today from being in the pasture. They're easy to manipulate. They're easy to target. They're isolated. They're going to be hesitant, but you're not going to be hesitant. They want to be nice. They don't want to be the rude person, or they just do not cognitively understand your sociological definition of not sexist, not cruel, not mean, not racist. Oh my God. What is it? Not fascist. Yeah. The mental ill. Easy to manipulate. Easy to manipulate, easy to turn into a targeted victim, but society will stand by and watch it. It's that sympathy manipulation. You don't want to jump in. The moral right and wrong. Yeah, disabilities, religion, family, victims, language. These are things that society question daily and turn into a ought to or ought not. And the majority of the turning into a ought to or ought not is political, left wing, right wing. Won't you get it fixed? No, it's still okay. Oh, well, no, great. Okay, both political sides weaponize fear online. Yeah, we know both political sides. I guess the timer's off. Yeah, political sides. It doesn't matter. Left wing, right wing. There's a you should be this way or you should not be that way to meet the specific agenda. And you'll go to specific areas of the country, blue, red, whatever the hell you want to call it, but they're going to apply themselves sociologically according to the political framework or structure that is predominant in the region. Period. That's what's going to happen. I mean, look at England, mother of God. That place is falling apart. Bad leadership. King Charles, has the power to step in and, for those of you that do not know, dissolve Parliament because they're not doing their job. But he's so disoriented, he doesn't even know where his basement is. So that's a political joke, people. It's kind of like Nancy Pelosi and her $400 ice cream. Yeah, once you wish you had $400, you could buy some security, buy some, some protection, take some language classes for language victimology and language victimization. Yeah. Maybe you could donate it to security guards, police, teachers, your coworkers that need it, neighborhood, ordinary citizens that don't want to be seen as the bad guy, but want to be seen as somebody that's telling you, like here on CJTV. The criminal doesn't need a gun. They don't need a knife. They don't need a fist. They need your brain. They need your head. They need you disoriented. They need your psychological profile, observation, so that they can roadmap their own manufactured theory of methodology to victimize you. Methodology, the development, the first things that they do. The brain can be manipulated before you know it, because you're manipulating the brain yourself. You're just setting yourself up. The scary part is criminals aren't geniuses, man. They're not. The scary part of that also is criminals are just the same as you. Human beings. Human beings are predictable while under pressure, while under emotional distress. Yes, pressure. Got to get the Christmas shopping done. Yep. Got to get in Walmart, get the milk. Got to get here and get the sale before everybody buys it all. Sympathy. Got to be polite. It's pressure. We can't pop off We can't express anything when we feel violated or in danger or space invaded. No, got to be polite. It's got to be the softened approach of society. The authority makes us obey. Left wing, right wing, as it says in the chat. What is it? Where is it at? Both political sides weaponize fear online. Yeah, they do. Media weaponize it. Both of them do. All political sides do. It's bureaucracy, right? That's what happens. Just is what it is. Let's close out with one more thing. Emotion. Your emotions. Yeah, fear, guilt, lust, anger, pity, excitement, the new attention, the new arrival, the new attraction. The offender wants your brain to focus on all of that. It's kind of like getting a new Christmas gift, the thing you've always wanted, that Red Ryder BB gun. Don't shoot your freaking, you know what, out or off. Yeah, the criminals are going to sell that to you, a comfort zone, because they're going to celebrate with you. It's the road theory map test for them. As soon as they see that your emotions are somewhere else, it's the one thing, it's the one story they truly want to sell you and get you to buy, because it creates a vulnerability gap for the criminal. Yep, you're angry, your attention's somebody that's somewhere else. You're showing pity for somebody else. Yep, those poor illegals locked up in that jail cell. You're out there protesting. Get out there for the cause. I've seen you 15 times on protests. I even know where you live now. Go protest tonight so I can go break in your house. Stupid protester. Dum-dums. People just don't, the emotion, the guilt. Oh, I'm going to go protest tonight because I wasn't there last night. Those people that are violating a law that's over 100 years old, that the Democrats, the Republicans have all stated the same thing and done the same. Yes, Obama had people, kicked out of the country too. Yeah, sure did. Do your own research. In some cases, he was worse than Trump, man. You're like, hey, there's no way. It was black president. Do your own research. Do your own research, or shoot me an email and I'll send it to you since you're too lazy. The comfort zone, the clash, the lust, the anger. Somebody hears anger. I'm waiting for somebody here in the chat. Here comes the fear content. No, this is not fear content. If you're fearful, if you're scared, it's your problem, because it's touching you emotionally. Uh-oh. You got triggered emotionally. And I thought you were all developing scholars on the node. You should be. Fear hit your emotions. That's why you typed that in. Emotion, emotional charge. Fear. It's not fear or hate talk or hate speech. It's reality. It goes all over the spectrum. All races, all creeds, all identities. I was going to say all genders, but all identities. Well, knows what I'm saying. Oh, got to be nice, got to be polite. But a transgender male cannot have a baby. There's no surgery that I'm aware of on the planet for a uterus. Nowhere. Somebody help me out. Send it to me on the routine activity theory. Makes sense when you explain it simply. Yeah, it's routine activity. It's criminals practice it. They're watching everything that you do. The overconfidence of yourself daily is a danger zone. Yeah, you're creating your own danger. It's your normalcy bias switch. When something violates that normal bias, that you can't believe it's happening. You downplay the danger. This can't be real. The situation feels too unusual, so you hesitate, you lock up, you don't respond. It's not that I'm telling you a story, but the brain focuses on one thing, your emotion, and it's the narrowing, it's emotional lack of attention, the narrowing attention span of you. Normalcy bias. This can't be happening. Yeah, it can. You're getting robbed. So it is offender plus target plus weak protection. Yep, that's, well, I wouldn't say weak protection, because not everybody's walking around with a security guard. Not everybody's like a mayor or, Mondani, so to say. It's a weak observation of yourself. You got to protect yourself first. the normalcy bias, the disruption, the sense of normality. The criminals are looking for this. That's what they're looking for. You know, the official you, the non-official you, the signature, the confident tone, the expressive measure of this is unusual, this is normalcy, or I have confidence and thine shall not approach me, because be damned the sociological niceties. I'm not going to be nice or, be accused of not showing pity or having emotional care or love for you if you're going to come assault me. That's one of the bad things about other countries. You can own bows, crossbows, arrows, spray, bear spray, but you can't use it as self-defense or you will be charged. Yes, countries have that. Freaking stupid. And people complain about the United States and the Second Amendment. Conceal carry, whine and complain about it. Come on. It just tells you, the left and the right and all the political garbage out there is just too damn twisted. Okay, what's my mod doing? Do offenders exploit first? Trust. Okay, it's a CJ mod. Trust 36, fear 27, routine 21, hesitation 18. Yeah, trust 36. Yeah. Trust is I kind of agree with that. Trust. I mean, look at sexual assault. Look at the gentleman rapist. Look at the majority of sexual assaults. It's typically statistically higher someone that they know, being the victim, knows or has met, an acquaintance. Very rarely is it like a shadowy figure in the night with a gun, or in the bushes, jumps out in a rabbit suit and does the assault, and then physical, and then the sexual assault. Same gym time, same workout time, same routine. That is a pattern. Yeah, it's a pattern. It's your bias manipulation. That's what they're going to be looking at to violate, to tear into your schedule, to seem nice. It's called the halo effect. They're observing you, the silent opening that you give to them. Your freezing, your hesitation, your brain pauses under the stress, but your body doesn't act because it's your routine has been violated. Your unbiased practice has been violated. Now there's a bias in there, a threat. Something's being interjected. The bad guy, their theory map, their theory model of observation of you is now being executed, and you're falling prey to it. You're the new, digital victim, the new personal victim. Top of the food chain, you're the new psychological victim, because that's what they're looking for. Where's your emotion? Where's your audience liaison of attention? Where are you at? Your confidence level, is it broken for the day, or do you just look weak because you went out and had too much drinky drink or too much at the club? People can tell. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Like, man, what you do, the ignoring of the observation alarms in you, what people see, your behaviors, your suspicious behavior. I'm not talking about criminal. I'm talking about you're not you today, man. You're not there. For those that are law enforcement, you've had that partner or that person, you're like, man, you sure you're on point today? Are you 100? Especially if we're going to go in and serve a writ or a warrant and kick a door in. Are you sure you're on point? The warning signs, the fraud signs of behavior, the fraud signs of ability to perform the job or the function that you're supposed to be doing in the moment. The bad guy, the criminal, is looking for the biased. They're going to find it. They're going to manipulate it. The threat indicators, you're missing them. All of them. Yeah, but you don't want to disrupt that and disrupt the normalcy of the nicety of society. Let's not be polite. Let's be for real. All right, we've been here for an hour. So, remember, the deep fake fear. When evidence can lie. Why are we going to close with this? The deep fake fear when evidence can lie. First, we have to define the deep fake, all right? Something imaginable. Your AI voice, your inner monologue, your inner image. It appears real. What's in the moment? What's going on? The fake voice of you having a conversation with the loved one, yourself. Is it emotion? Is it psychological distress? Is it you just angry? Is it fake or is it real? Is it in the moment? Is it affecting you right there? It's the deep fake in the moment where you need to be fake proof and be aware of what's going on around you. Not at the expense of the past or the expense of the future, but a percentage of you has to be in the moment. Yeah, the danger is there. technology, psychologically, for the offender and for you. Yeah. Anybody ever known someone that just looks threatening, and you know that the majority of criminals are not going to target them because of the psychological effect of bring it, try it. You know some people like that. Yeah, they're just aggressive tendency. Just is what it is. I've been told by students at the universities, Mother of God, you're 6'2" and big and scary. Yeah. The psychological attack on the criminal. In the moment, the big fake fear, the deep fake fear of you. Get out of the deep fake fear plateau. It's like a inner digital monologue that's grooming you. It's grooming you to not trust yourself. It's grooming you to fall prey to exploitation, scams, romance scams, extremist recruitment. Yeah, extremist recruitment, left and right, Democrat, Republican. Yeah, to accept sociological behavior, what you should or you shouldn't do. You should be nice, polite, not be perceived as saying anything because I don't want to have society see me as racist, so I'm not going to say anything. Oh, shut up. If it's a criminal, it's a criminal. If it's criminal behavior, what do you think probable cause is for law enforcement? Yeah, a crime is about to be committed or has been committed. The probable cause has nothing to do with race, creed, gender, religion, identity. It's probable cause. What's your probable cause? The digital grooming of you. Get out of the sociological grooming method. It's called fraud. It's called coercive control. Get away from it. You're a human being. Take care of yourself. And don't, can you define capable guardian again? Capable guardian is you. A capable guardian that is psychologically in the moment, physically in the moment, emotionally in the moment, trained, knowledge, education to respond to aid in victimology or victimization. That can be you. A lot of people they hear capable guardian and they think law enforcement, police, sheriff's department, FBI, government, get badges, guns. No, they're not always going to be there. It's kind of like that hesitation, that failure to intervene. Society fails to step in and act, period. It's the way it is. The capable guardian, it could be you watching this show. Unless you're... Oh, I can't see it now. Anyway, I'm sure if I told them to look for it, one of my mods would find it. The whiny crybaby. Yep, guys, I call it out too. If you're at a university and you're a developing scholar and you're just going to whine and cry with some excuses, this is CJ, psychology, sociology. People get life sentences. People get the death sentence. People get killed, murdered. If you can't handle it, you can lighting. I don't. What lighting matters more? What the hell are you talking about? You must be talking about something on the side, or unless you're talking about the studio lighting. I have no idea. No, we don't have those backlights on. Oh, you're talking about these lights? Okay, yeah. Hold on. That light, yeah. Okay. There, it's on. Smile. So, the capable guardian. If you're unable to be the capable guardian, guardian for yourself, there's a problem. Because if you're not the self-aware, or you recognize someone manipulating your own self-bias within your normal digital grooming patterns, you're just going to be the victim. I hate to break it to you. It feels like a message you've heard before. I'm sure all of you had. So be your own self-guardian. A criminal doesn't need an eye for a gun. They just need your lack of psychological awareness. They need your lack of mental fortitude, your emotion, I don't want to be seen as sexist. I don't want to be viewed as racist. I don't want to be reviewed as hateful or seen as mean or accusatory or simply weak.